According to calculations based on China's ancient, bamboo annals, the first year of Emperor Yao's reign fell in the year of Bingzi, which should correspond to 公元前2384年 or 公元前2324年. The year of Emperor Yao's death should be 公元前2284年 or 公元前2224年. Following Emperor Yao, Emperor Shun is estimated to have lived in ancient China from approximately 公元前2277年 to 公元前2178年. Shun was allowed to greet the lords and officials at the four gates, where the reception was respectful and solemn. The lords and guests from afar were very respectful to the host. Yao sent Shun into mountains and rivers, and even in storms and thunder, Shun never lost his way. Yao thought Shun had superhuman wisdom, and called him saying, "Your planning is very thorough, and your words have practical effects. It has been 3 years now. You can ascend the throne." Shun felt that his virtue could not yet win hearts, so he declined. On the first day of the first month, Shun ascended to the throne in Yao's temple of Wenzhou, Yao's ancestor. Then Emperor Yao retired, entrusting Shun with imperial affairs, to observe heaven's attitude toward this decision. Shun used a jade instrument to observe and align the calendar with the sun, moon, and 5 stars. He then performed rituals to honor God, stars, wind and rain, famous mountains and rivers, and universally sacrificed the gods of hills and waters. He collected 5 kinds of jade, chose auspicious months and days, and met the lords of the 4 directions, presenting them with these jade objects. Every February, Shun went to the east to inspect, May, the south, August, the west, and November, the north. The rituals were the same as the eastern inspection. When returning, he went to the ancestral temple and father's temple to offer sacrifices, using a bull as the offering. Every 5 years, he conducted an inspection, and in the other 4 years, the lords of the 4 directions came to the capital for an audience. Shun explained to all the people the principles of governing the country, openly examined their political achievements, and rewarded those with meritorious service with vehicles and clothing. He began by dividing the whole country into 12 provinces, dredging rivers and streams. Common criminal laws were engraved on objects, using exile to deal with those who were pardoned from the 5 punishments of ink, nose cutting, flogging, castration, and death. Officials were punished with whippings, and schools used wooden sticks for beatings, which could be reduced by paying with brass. Those who caused disasters through negligence could be pardoned, while those who repeatedly committed evil were severely punished. Be cautious, be especially careful in the use of punishment. Gun once recommended Gonggong, but Yao said no, and tried him as an artisan, only to find Gonggong was indeed lascivious and perverse. The lords of the 4 directions recommended foam to manage the flood, but Yao felt it could not be employed. Despite the insistence of the lords, Feng's attempt indeed yielded no results, so various tribes found him unfit. The San Miao tribes in the Jianghuai and Jinzhou regions rebelled several times. Shun then returned to the capital and asked Emperor Yao to exile Gonggong to willing to change the customs of the northern barbarians, to exile Hundang to Changsha to change the customs of the southern barbarians, to relocate the San Miao to Sanwei to change the customs of the western barbarians, and to exile Gun to Yushan to change the customs of the eastern barbarians. After punishing these 4 individuals, the people of the world were sincerely satisfied. Yao had been on the throne for 70 years before he found Shun. 20 years later, he retired, commanded Shun to act in the affairs of the emperor, and recommended Shun to heaven for examination. Yao died 28 years after abdicating. The people were extremely sad, as if they had lost their parents. For 3 years, no music was played anywhere, as a way to express longing for Yao. Knowing that his son Danju was unlike him, and could not be entrusted with the world, Yao gave the throne to Shun. If he had given it to Shun, the whole world would benefit, and Danju would be harmed. If he gave it to Danju, the whole world would be harmed, and Danju would benefit. Yao said, "I cannot harm the world to benefit one person." In the end, he gave the world to Shun. After Yao's death and the end of the 3-year mourning period, Shun abdicated the throne, and went south of the South River to avoid Danju. The lords who came to pay homage did not go to Danju, but to Shun. Those with lawsuits did not go to Danju but to Shun, and those who sang praises did not praise Danju but Shun. Shun said, "This is the will of heaven." After that, he returned to the capital and ascended the throne as Emperor Shun.